Hey, what's up, everyone? Swinging Bull here with PB Alerts. Welcome to the stream. Today, we're going to be talking about Meta and Amazon earnings. I believe Amazon reports here in like 1 minute, 4 p.m. Eastern. At least that's what Earnings Whisper is saying, right at 4 p.m. Eastern. Meta's at 4:15 p.m. Eastern. So let's get back to the candlesticks and we'll see what Amazon's kind of move Amazon's going to have here any second. Already getting some bullish pressure. Getting some buying momentum going here. Regular session is officially closed. So here we go. Let me turn off view up real quick so we can get a better picture here. And as soon as I get the results on Amazon, I will post them for everybody. I was actually bullish on Amazon. I did hedge it with a naked put a little farther out, but bullish on Amazon with a spread. And Meta, I think they might have some issues. I think we'll see. Got Amazon on the right, Meta on the left. Just a quick recap. Meta EPS forecast $4.82. Forecasted revenue $38.82 billion. Amazon forecast EPS 0.81 and revenue 166.04 billion. So we'll see how each of those come in respectively. Go back to the sticks here. Okay, Amazon's getting a little bit of volatility here. Let me go to a smaller time frame chart. Got a 3-minute chart here. Okay, yep, just as I thought. Initial move bullish, up over 2% in after hours here. Get my other screen pulled up, and as soon as I got the results, I know Webull is late on news a lot, so let me just make sure I can get the results posted as soon as they come in. Okay, so far bullish on Amazon, so congrats to the bulls. Now let's see if this initial move is kind of a fake out move or not. Sometimes we see that. Meta reports at 4:15 p.m. Eastern, so still got about 15 more minutes on that one. But so far, bullish reaction on Amazon. It's looking good. Up to 160, over 165 now. Up over $6 in after hours. Getting a lot of buying pressure here. You can just tell from the order book. Look at the bid side. It's a lot more than the ask side. It's switching as it's wicking up and down. But let me go to 1-minute chart. So far, a pretty big move on Amazon. Up almost 5% here. Buyers are stacking the bid. Okay, just hovering around 4.5% here. Okay, still waiting on Meta results. Amazon's still looking bullish. Okay, getting some action on Meta. Go to 1-minute chart on Meta. Getting some buyers stepping up to the plate here. Amazon's still super green. It's like both of them are having a positive reaction so far. Now, Meta's data hasn't released yet. Let me refresh my screen over here. Okay, so Amazon posted a double beat for the quarter. Let me go ahead and post this for everybody. Getting this info from Trend Spider, which is usually pretty good source. Go ahead and post this. Okay, Meta getting bullish again. Okay, so for Amazon, EPS came in at $1 versus 80. And sales came in at 170 billion versus 166.21 billion. So beat, double beat for Amazon. Let's see what the forward guidance is and maybe there'll be another move here, but as far as EPS and revenue, they have no problem beating those. So far so good on Amazon. Then as soon as I get okay, so a little bit of forward guidance here. The Q1 net sales estimate was 142.01 billion, and they adjusted that to from 138 billion to 143.5 billion, which is above the forecast for Q1 net sales. So Amazon adjusting guidance upwards and double beat on, so they beat EPS and revenue. So good stuff there on Amazon, looking good. They're kind of stalling out a little bit here, but initial reaction very positive. Going back to the left side here on Meta. Okay, let me see here. Sometimes Earnings Whisper has the wrong time, but it says 4:15, so maybe another 10 minutes before Meta data. But the chart's looking like it was like, investors already know what the numbers are. Very bullish here. Let's see if I can do some research on Meta. Okay, still waiting on data from Meta. So I don't know if there was a leak, got leaked out a little bit early, because it's definitely looking bullish here on Meta, up over 6%, 7% now. It's going. This thing closed around 395. It's already up to looks like it wicked up to a little over 426. So it's a pretty good move there. Amazon's slowing down a little bit. Let's see if we get another leg up. Okay, let me refresh my other screen here for Meta. See if we can get. Yeah, there's just not going to be nothing there, because technically they're not releasing till 4:15 p.m. But for some reason the stock's already going here, up over 7% in after hours. So something got leaked somewhere. Okay, we'll just give it a couple more minutes here and get the actual data for Meta. Okay, Amazon trying to make another move up here. See if we can get past this candle and that candle, which right exactly 167, basically 166 and some change. I think this breaks 167. We're obviously probably going to get a new after hours high. Meta up to hit 427. What a move by Meta, up over $30 per share. You could have just, obviously we can't trade options on these stocks in after hours, but you could have just done the equity on this and gotten, close to 10%, 8, 9, or 10% right there. Okay, Amazon just kind of hanging out. Okay, got results from Meta. So they were released early, it looks like. It's only 4:08 p.m. They weren't supposed to announce until 4:15. But I got some numbers. This is from Unusual Whales. And Q4 EPS came in at $5.33 versus $4.96 estimate. Q4 revenues came in at 40.1 billion versus 39.18 billion. So double beat on Meta. So double beat on Amazon and double beat on Meta. I would think that SPY is probably going to be up pretty good here as well. Let me just go to SPY and check that out real quick. Yep, SPY's kind of pumping in after hours as well. So kind of figured that. Meta and Amazon both going. Let me post these results for Meta. Okay, so just to recap again on Meta, Q4 EPS came in at $5.33 versus $4.96 forecast, and Q4 revenues came at $40.1 billion versus $39.18 billion. So double beat on Amazon and Meta. Now, what can change is the forward guidance. So we'll see, what the CEO puts out there for that. But pretty solid revenue and EPS growth by Meta. Let me just drag this over to the screen here so I can see. You can just look at this chart here, and the revenue and EPS growth kind of dipped down a little bit. Q4 2021 to Q3 2022 kind of bottomed out there. So they did have a year where it was declining a little bit. But since Q3 2022, we're talking 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 6 quarters in a row. Revenue and EPS growth there. Pretty amazing. Meta's still going up $40 in after hours. So grats to the bulls on Meta. If you did some sort of earnings lotto or something with some options, should be getting paid pretty good. Obviously depending on your expiration date and strike price, but you should be looking pretty good here. Up over $43 in after hours. Amazon kind of stalled out. Had a really good reaction. What's up? Let's see here, 167, closed around 159, 160-ish. So, $7-8 move to the upside, and now it's kind of pulling back and stalling out a little bit. Let me go ahead and put a Fibonacci on here and just see what's going on. Kind of bouncing off this 38.2% fib level. It's right around 164 and some change. So keep our eye on that level, see if it holds. We obviously want it to break back above 165 and some change here to get over this 25% retracement, for the bulls. So we'll see. Meta up over $46 in after hours. Wowzers! What a move there. $400 stock up, 11-12%. That's pretty significant. Okay, so looks like Amazon's kind of stalled out here. So we'll see if there's going to be a secondary move later in after hours or maybe here shortly. But Meta's flying. If this starts pulling back some, I'm going to draw a fib on this and kind of just gauge where the 25% retracement is. A lot of times stocks like to retrace 25% after a significant pump. Okay, so Meta slam dunking. Revenue and EPS, solid growth over the last 5 or 6 quarters. Go back here. Okay. All right, looks like we had some people in the Discord that were long on Meta before the earnings, so they should be waking up to a nice surprise tomorrow for any options. Yeah, Amazon slowed down a little bit, so they're probably waiting on the call from the CEO, the earnings call, or press conference, if you will. And let's just take a look at Meta here. 29 analysts rate strong buy. Got a little history of the forecast and the actual EPS for the different previous earnings. Past 3 earnings, not including this one, but the 3 prior to that, they beat they beat EPS there. Before that was 3 misses, but they're coming off of 3 beats. It's October 25th earnings when they reported then, when they reported July 26th and April 26th. It's pretty solid there. The price of Meta one day after earnings was announced, October 25th, 2023. They were down almost 4% the next day. But before that, 3 back-to-back green days, super green on February 1st, 2023, when they reported earnings. Then very next day, they were up 23%, over 23% that day. So pretty good there. Let's check on the candlesticks. Yep, Amazon still just kind of hanging out, kind of watching paint dry, right? Meta starting to slow down a little bit. If this starts pulling back some, I guess I can go ahead and I'm just going to do it right from where it started pumping there. Sorry about that, y'all. Office phone ringing. Let's see if Meta does pull back to 25% retracement. It'd be right around 432. Maybe it gets a pop from there. Amazon having a little bit of trouble getting back above 165.63 here. It's looking like it wants to, but just it's working on a pretty good green candle here. But previous candles kind of doji looking, so kind of indecision there. But looks like the buyers are trying to step back up for possibly another leg up. We shall see. Got a little bit of a wall on the ask side at 166. It's order of 17,525. 17,525 times 166. A little under a $3 million order sitting there. We'll see if they pull it or leave it. But just something to note there. Not really a super big order on a stock this size. You know, it's only $3 million. Seen a lot bigger than that before. But we are in after hours. So just kind of keep your eye on the 166, this order right here. If they leave it in, you know, buyers are, of course, going to have to chew through that. Or it just depends what kind of algos these MMs are running. You know, maybe this order gets pulled when it gets up there. It could be a trap. We'll see. Meta just made a new high in after hours, hit 445.23. So Meta it's just trucking along here. Getting a little bit of red. Move this fib up to the next high. Okay, it's about 4:17 p.m. Amazon back over 25% retracement, which was 165.63. Let's see if this continues up. But from what I'm seeing from the data, both Meta and Amazon double beat. Both companies double beat. And so far, it looks like their forward guidance is good. I think it was Amazon adjusted their Q1 forward guidance up. Or that might have been, no, yeah, it was Amazon adjusted Q1. Okay, so let's see here if Amazon can make it back up to 167.89 and make a new high in after hours. Let's go back here. Okay, so we're talking about Meta. Go back to Amazon. Horse strong buy. It's coming out of the holiday season as well, you know. A lot of people shopping on Amazon. Last 3 previous earnings on Amazon, they beat forecasted EPS. The last one, especially, it was forecast at 0.58. It came in at 0.94, so they almost doubled the EPS forecast. Same thing with the one before that, almost double. So last 3 earnings on Amazon EPS has been fantastic. When they reported earnings on October 26, the price one day after was almost up 7%. And then when they reported on August 3rd of last year, up over 8%. So coming off back-to-back green days after earnings announcements. Let's go back. Let's go back to the sticks. Okay, it's about almost 4:20 p.m. Amazon making a run for a new high a day, high in after hours here. Okay, so a little bit of a recap. Amazon up over $7.50 in after hours, up almost 5%, about 4.75%. Meta up over $48 in after hours. Wow, what a move! Up over 12%. Very positive reaction from investors on Meta, and of course, positive reaction on Amazon. Not quite as good as the reaction on Meta, though. Meta's going to be your bigger gainer here, and it's a bigger dollar stock, so that's very interesting. Amazon making a run to 167.89 right now. Let's see if there's any sellers up there waiting, because there was back here when it initially pumped. There was a couple, there was some profit taking up there. So if this gets rejected here and comes back down to 164, 165, and we know, I mean, you could probably just call it 168. It's definitely going to be a supply area here, but with a great catalyst, with a catalyst like the great earnings that they announced, I think these supply levels are probably just going to get blown through. Okay, I'll give it another 5 minutes or so for some more volatility, some more price action. We'll see what happens. Okay. All right, so Amazon again coming back up to us 167.89. See if we can actually get through this time. Got the kind of some smaller walls here at 169. Got a little small one at 168. Nothing really too crazy. Buyers are stacking up on the bid over here. There it is. Okay, it broke the previous high. So that's pretty good. I'm gonna go ahead and get rid of this fib until it starts pulling back again. But yeah, it's okay. Here comes another leg up. Remember this 169 area, you got a little bit of some bulky orders there. Nothing too crazy. I think there should be no problem getting eaten up by the buyers. Okay, so secondary move on Amazon. We had the initial move, very positive, wicked up to 167.90 basically. Pulled back to about the 38, it's kind of hovering between the 25 and 38% retracement. Held up there, and now it's working on the next leg up. So this first move definitely doesn't look to be a fake out move by any means. So congrats to the bulls on Amazon. Up over 6% in after hours, equal to about $9 or $10 up in after hours here. Also, congrats to the bulls on Meta, up over $48 in after hours. Any long option contracts or call options are going to be pretty profitable tomorrow. Okay, go ahead and put another fib on this to there. Let's see if we get a little pullback. Last time it pulled back to like 25-38% when it was over here. The fib was actually down here though, so moved it up here. Potentially could see a pullback to like 165, 166. That would be kind of the same kind of pullback that it did back here if it's going to start doing some sort of pattern. Okay, 4:25 p.m. Eastern. So I think it's safe to say that the bulls won this on both stocks. Congrats to the bulls on Meta and congrats to the bulls on Amazon. Just keep your eye on the pullbacks. If you see a high, if you see the stock starting to pull back from a high, you can slap a Fibonacci on there. Just kind of give you some ideal levels on fib pullbacks that you could keep your eye on. Meta just made another new high, up over $52 now. So yeah, congrats to the bulls on Meta. Congrats to the bulls on Amazon. Looks like y'all should be eating pretty good tomorrow. My name's Swinging Bull with PB Alerts. If you're interested in joining our group and talking about stocks and options with us, there's a link to our Discord in the description. Free to join, and we happy to we hope to see everyone there. Looking forward to seeing everyone. Cheers.